Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna find out how many rooks do I need to beat the Martin bot. So let's play the first move, I don't know, C1. So he responds with A6 and let's just go C2 because I'd be able to go all the way around. He plays G5, which means he could potentially hang this, and he played Knight F6, which means that we have a free pawn here. And now he's also pushing these pawns. It's kind of scary though, because I can't really do anything about it. So let's go all the way back here, and he wants a rook trade, and I don't want the rook trade because if I do trade with him, then I'm not gonna be able to win. So now he plays rook g1, giving me a check. So let's go up, and he gives me another check with his bishop. Okay, let's go to a light square, and wow, he's finding all these moves, bro. Okay, I'm going into a dark square again, and he attacks my knight here. But let's just attack his bishop, and now he plays bishop b7, which protects the knight but completely hangs a bishop. So we can take this bishop, and after taking that bishop, you might have noticed that the bishop was guarding something, and the rook was also hanging. So we got a free rook, a free bishop, and this free pawn. Let's go. Okay, now he gives me a check by putting his knight to b3. I think we could just avoid that if we go here. You know, whenever a knight checks you, you just go diagonal. You know, one square and diagonal. Because then the knight would have to go like 3 steps and then he'd be able to check you. So now in this move, he plays bishop d5, which doesn't really accomplish anything. And we also have an amazing move, which is rook h8. Now if I play that move, we can just get a queen. We're just a queen up, and my rook is stuck here. And he plays knight b4. I could try and go here, c8, and maybe take the pawn. Okay, I did take the pawn. So he plays d5, pushing his pawn, and hangs another pawn. So let's just, gobble up as many pawns as you can. And now he gives me a check on, bishop e4. By the way, I'm just gonna put my king on a dark square just because it's better. He doesn't have a dark squared bishop. Then my rook is kind of stuck again. I'm gonna have to go back here. Yeah, he might be able to take my rook, which is not a good sign. I don't want my rook taken. Because you can see here, the bishop is guarding these pawns. The bishop is guarding these squares. The knight is also guarding this square, and this knight is also guarding these two squares. And so that means I can just go here and here. I have only 2 choices, so let's just make a waiting move. We have freed our rook. Wow, amazing. And I don't want to play something that would get my rook, forked. But anyways, I'm still gonna play it. Now he plays knight f3, checks me again. So again, if you go diagonal to the knight, he won't be able to check you. Like he'll be able to check you after 3 moves. So that's great. So just go diagonal, 1 square diagonal. And now he plays bishop h7, which is an interesting move because that accomplishes nothing. And just take that d5 pawn, and he goes back. Bishop f5, which hangs a bishop. Okay. And now he also defends his knight by going to h4. Let's go and threaten this knight. And yeah, we're just shuffling these pieces now. Now I'm gonna bring out my rook, my king. I'm gonna have to bring my king up sometime. Okay, now he plays knight f4, which hangs a knight again, and it also hangs a pawn on f7. Now, the only scary thing in this position is these two pawns. I'm gonna have to checkmate him before he can get these pawns all the way down. So can I checkmate Martin with a king and a rook? And he also plays knight d7, hangs a knight. So we can just take that. That's a free knight. And maybe you can take the pawns. Oh, well. Now I think, yeah, we can just win the game. By the way, if you don't know how to checkmate with a king and a rook, here's a quick tip for you. If you, let's say you have a rook and a king and that's it, you can just trap the king in like one of these files where the king cannot move anywhere except left and right. So you can trap the king here, here, or here, and here. So these are perfect for checkmates because the king will only be able to go left and right, and you can just perfectly put your king, you know, in front of the other king. Now let me just show you what I'm talking about. You need to be in front of that king, right, in order to checkmate them. So let me just chase this king down, and as you can see, because this king is blocked, he doesn't have any squares. The only legal square is this one. And I'm just gonna slide my king here. Now our kings are just looking at each other, and my king is also like defending all these pawns, all these squares. This is checkmate. There you go. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and goodbye.